Welcome. It's your opportunity to join entertainment entrepreneur Nigel Cecil.
Why, Hillary? You've already put the camera on. Oh, you tricky person, Hillary. Thank you. You can't catch me out like that, though. Hello, Chuckabutties. Nigel Cecil here, Roundtree Cinema Productions, Inc., with my helliest group of theatres across the four nations, and of course, along with everything else, that makes me an entertainment entrepreneur. Now, we weren't expecting to do this video, were we, Hillary? No, events have overtaken us because compared with the number of emails we receive since Saturday, we've been inundated, haven't we, Hillary? But Hillary, thank you for sorting them out. So responding to questions to my friends in equity, this all arises from the distressing events at Clapham Common. The distressing events at Clapham Common. And they do demand an investigation because clearly things went on there which don't show best practice of people being looked after by the police. Don't show best practice, do they? But personally, you see, I wait until the investigation is concluded before I take a decision. Because I always think that's the best way. But I also understand why we get emotionally involved, because I was emotionally moved when I saw the events. Terrible. But you see, the General Secretary of Equity on Saturday night made this particular tweet. The scenes at Clapham make me feel physically sick. The police are institutionally rotten. None of us are safe until the whole institution is replaced, starting with Cressida Dick and Priti Patel. Now, I can understand why somebody may be emotionally moved to make such a tweet, but the fact that it's made in their personal account, and they've every right to hold that opinion, will that stay separate from their professional career as General Secretary of Equity, representing 48,000 members? Will the majority of the 48,000 members think that the police are institutionally rotten across the four nations? I suspect that some of them, in fact a lot of them, will be saying, thank goodness we've got the police, because when they're out in the clubs and pubs on a Saturday and Friday night, if it wasn't for the police presence, they definitely wouldn't feel safe. And indeed, in the West End and in the theatres, which depend on that late night economy, without the presence of the police, well, would any of us feel safe? So, of course, the two issues of Clapham Common and the police keeping us safe are actually two separate things, but then to nationally, across the four nations, call the police institutionally rotten, well, maybe that's a step too far. Because I wouldn't like the police, and maybe members wouldn't like the police saying, you're a member of that trade union where the General Secretary said, blah, 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 blah. Hang on a minute. So as I say, I can understand the emotion of it being made, but perhaps somebody needs to qualify exactly what the General Secretary means in the long term for the membership of Equity. I mean, if we're negotiating with government, we are as entertainment entrepreneurs, and Equity is to start demanding Priti Patel should resign. I don't know. Does it set Equity in a good light? You see, so I hope the council will clarify things. And personally, I understand why the tweet was made, but it does have implications and ongoing considerations. And you know, I always like to be thinking of things, don't I, Hillary? Yes. Yes, all right. Well, I do try my best. So I'll try my best again to answer questions sent in by friends from Equity. So please send them in, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you for watching Nigel Cecil. Please keep in touch.